I am live. Oh, Brian, don't know if you're still here, but hello. Hi, Loretta. How you doing? Oh. Yeah, I don't know if Brian's still here. Hi, Brian, if you're still here. No Mark tonight. He's not feeling well. I'm doing okay. Mark the bird hunter, not doing well. He's got some issues, so health issues. So he won't be here tonight. He said he'd be in the chat. How's the weather where you're at, Loretta? Here it's been hot and muggy. Well, thank you. Glad you're doing well. Danny boy, how you doing? Well, have you guys seen the Mine Labs putting out another new? Hi, David, putting out a new machine, the Xterra Elite. Oh, yeah. Right after a thunderstorm, it gets hot and muggy. Mm-hmm. Raining there. Hi, Tom Kingery. How you doing? Yeah, the Mind Lab doesn't show you as much. Mike at FE Signals did an 18-minute video on it. Hi, Chop Shop. And apparently it's just an Equinox without the settings. Hi, Marty V. And they already have them out at $480. But they said if you have any of the Equinoxes and you just turn on and go, it's the same machine without all the adjustments. So all I know is if I knew they're coming out with that, I wouldn't have bought my double score, because for $600 you can buy the machine with an extra coil and wireless headphones. Hi, Jim. And right now they got the knock 600 down to $459. So I got a feeling they're going to phase that out for dropping it that low. Jay Paul, how you doing? Glad to see you all here. Mark the bird hunter will not be here tonight. He'll be in the chat, though, he said. Wendy, how you doing? $13 people in the house already. Thank you. Thank you. Georgianne, hello. How are you? So, Jay Paul, I got to check out your channel, catch on some. I've been missing so many people's channels. It's ridiculous lately. So. Anybody been able to get out this week at all? I know I really haven't. Yeah, you're right, Danny. They have. Hi, bud. But I guess I wish I would. If I would have known they were coming out with that, I wouldn't have bought the double score. I like the double score, but I'm a little disappointed in the build quality. Oh, sorry, Loretta. Yeah, J. Paul, same here. It was hot and muggy, so didn't go out at all. I can take the heat, but the heat and humidity I can't take. Yeah, Danny, I was surprised to how well that Xterra Elite did, and I'm thinking, dang, $480 for basically a Knox with all the babysitting duty, huh? And rain. Yeah, I'm glad my days of that are over. Not the rain, but the babysitting duty. All my grandkids are big enough; they don't need babysitting. Rob will be here later, and next week he's going to make an announcement. Scott McClory. Really? This soon? Usually they go longer. Huh. Yeah, it's understandable, Danny. Take it easy. Just give up the detecting for a while, get better, and then go out. It's no fun going out when you're sick and trying to detect. Probably a bad idea. Believe me, I know I've tried. Huh? Oh. Some adults, that's true, J. Paul. Some adults do need babysitting. I know a few. Sometimes I might even include myself on that. So. Triple score wonder built better than double score. No, I have had a few issues with mine. They put a carbon fiber shaft on it, but they put really cheesy cam locks on it. They don't hold very well. Plus, it's heavier than a Mine Lab. It's really picky on how you set it up, too. It's not as forgiving as a Mine Lab on the settings. So, excuse me. Howdy, Rob. Jim Steele, hello. I understand, Loretta. As soon as Rob gets up here, I'm going to do the same thing. Grab me some more coffee.
So right ahead, grab your coffee. So,
Thank you, Rob.
good evening, everybody. Oops, gotta turn the sound off the other one. Anybody else having trouble with their thumbs up button? The thumbs up is disappearing when you click on it. That whole little section is disappearing. Even Dirt Devil. Hello, Miss Georgianne. Hello, Keep Digging. Hello, Joe. Hello, Chop Shop. Hello, Miss Wendy, Tom Kingery. Keep digging. There's Jay Paul, Miss Wendy, Mr. Jim Steele, Scott McClory, Ryan, Mr. Marty,
Hi, Dirt Devil. Hi, there, Busher.
Danny
And yes,
Boyd.
yes, Rob, I'm having trouble with my thumbs up button. It'll disappear when you click on it.
Yeah, it's doing the same thing for me, and it's been doing it since the Saturday and Sunday streams.
Yeah. Hi, Gregory.
I think it's a glitch in the matrix, Bill.
Yeah. I was just talking to everybody about that new Xterra Elite. And
Yeah, I heard you saying a few of the things that it's heavier than the Mind Lab, and you don't like the cam locks on it.
no, what I don't like about my it's lighter than the double score. And the double score, even though it has a carbon shaft, the cam locks are real cheesy and don't hold that well. The cam locks on the Xterra Pro are excellent.
Okay.
And after
Well,
watching
I'm telling you, I'm liking that new Xterra. I've been watching a couple ads for it, and I just watched. Is it Steph Diggs, the girl with the spiked hair?
yeah,
She did a tutorial on it today. She's already got one, and I watched her tutorial. And Mind Lab, since they created the 6800, and now they've got the 7 and 9 and the Manicore, that control panel and the Xterra, and I'm assuming the Vanquish, the control pad is almost exactly the same for every single one. So, like 705, the difference between 705 moving to Equinox was a big difference. But now, from the Vanquish all the way up to the Manicore, they're using that same rectangular with the that 6-button display.
the Vanquish is different, but the rest of them are all the same.
Okay, Vanquish.
What got me? Did you watch Iffy Signals? Mike at Iffy Signals. He got
No,
one.
you sent me that one. I have not watched Iffy Signals.
He did it, and he said, in fact, he goes, "This is the same as the 6, 7, 8, or 900. It just doesn't have the adjustments." He goes, "If you're a turn on and go guy with an Equinox and you don't use all the other stuff," he goes, "you get the same performance." And
yeah, there's a lot of times if my machine's making a lot of noise, the 6 or the 8, or I'm having problems with it, I'll just shut it off and then I'll turn it on and I'll hold the button until the FP shows up for factory settings, and I'll just put it back to factory settings. And generally, that quiets it right down.
Yeah.
I usually run. I mean, I know Tommy River Sticks. I don't usually say a whole lot of positive things about Tommy.
Look what Scott wrote.
He knows.
All right,
he knows
Scott.
his Mind Labs, and he knows all those special.
You're welcome, Scott. I'm still going to do a tutorial, but I'm glad that those
settings work. But yeah, Tommy knows his setting on the Equinoxes.
But well, I on the Xterra, I set Scott up with what I use, but I watched Iffy Signals, and right now, Big Boy Hobbies, they don't call it a Pro Pack, they call it an Expedition Pack. So it's $5.99 for the Xterra Elite with this big coil, small coil, and wireless headphones. So apparently, what it is, you're getting the headphones for free, and I know those aren't cheap. The wireless headphones.
Yeah, Steph Diggs did one, and Iffy Signals did one.
Yeah, Iffy's was like almost 20 minutes long and pretty good video. Another thing is, when I plug in the Xterra Pro to recharge it, takes maybe an hour. Freaking double score took overnight the other day with 2 bars on it still. It's like, I don't like that. Oh, that's another thing. Whereas like on the Equinox or Xterra, you can move your control unit handle so you can get your cuff wherever you want. You can't adjust the cuff on the double score or the Legend. They're set in one spot.
I mean, I'm liking the looks of this new Xterra Elite. I like the oblong, the oval coil as opposed to the round coil. I like the smaller coil on it.
See this, Rob? The double score here?
Mm-hmm.
This is it. You can't adjust this away from the cuff further away or closer. It's set there. There's no
Oh,
way to
well,
adjust.
that sucks for a tall guy.
Yeah, it does. And like I said, these are the cheesiest cam locks. I can move. They're closed. There's no way to adjust them. I can move the shaft back and forth in the cam locks. So
Can you tighten them with an Allen wrench?
there's no way to tighten it. It's a pin. So yeah, there's some things on the Nocta I don't really like at all. So
Scott, were they supposed to give away 10 detectors? Yeah, Danny boy, I think it's too soon for them to update the 7 and the 9. There's Mr. Dennis. Good evening, Dennis.
Nocta wanted everyone watching to advertise for them. Ah, yeah, no. Oh, it'll be a while. I'll wait. Then down the road, if the Xterra Elite proves to be as good as what I saw, I'll get one because all those settings. Because the double score has a lot more settings than the Xterra does, and I don't see where it really changes the performance that much. So, and not only that, it's super picky. If you get some settings wrong, that thing just doesn't work right. So, or not wrong, but you go in and set something in one, then you set up something else, and it's terrible. But at the end of the stream, they gave you instructions to qualify for the drawing later this week. That sucks. Oh
yeah, Scott, they're going to make you jump through hoops.
Yeah. Corey the Treasure Hunter and Gary's Metal Detecting. Corey put up a short video. You go there and you leave a comment, and Gary is giving away a Legend Pro Pack. So you need to go out, Mags. Go on, sweetie. Hi, Silver Wishes. Oh, Rob. I was telling everybody I was going to send out their prizes by the end of this week. Here's why. We just got our mail today today's Tuesday, Monday. We haven't had mail since last Friday. It all got delivered today.
Why? Because of the weather?
No, the weather's been fine for delivery. Just the regular mail lady's out because she was in an accident, and the yahoos they get, third party or whatever. I was watching a guy. Now, I can understand somebody new in the neighborhood delivering packages. You might not hit all the right places. But when you're delivering regular mail, I mean, you go down the street and do each box. Well, I'm watching this guy bounce around a couple weeks ago, and he gets out, and he's delivering mail. But it's like watching a pinball machine as he's going down the street. He hits this house, comes back down this street, hits this house, goes back down, hits. It's like, what the hell?
See, our mail here is very organized.
But then Mike Mallyman told me, I guess he took the test for postal service. Okay. And they tell you this now when you take the test. They do not grade answers that are not marked. So you can take the whole test, answer 2 questions, get them right, and get 100% on that test at the postal office now.
No, that doesn't sound right.
I didn't either. Mike took the test. He goes, yeah, I only answered 2 questions, got 100%. Hi, Carrie. So that means any hate to put it this way, any moron can pass that, and once they've heard that, and hi, Diana, and get a job, whether they can read or not. Am I the? Why are you saying that, Scott?
Oh, I asked him what AITA means. Am I the
Oh,
asset? I'd never heard that acronym before.
I like that. Hi, Don Roller Creeper.
Hi, big dog. Hi, big dog.
Now, the only thing you probably would not like about the Xterra Elite, Rob, is it's got that minus 19 to 99 scale. But I like the big scale myself. So
Evening, Chop Shop. Hello, Don, Roller Creeper.
26 people.
Well, Bill, I got the giveaway video up today, the long form video, and I did the short on it before I left to go to trivia. We crashed and burned on the final, Bill.
Again, huh?
Yeah, let me read it to you. Denise had it right, and I didn't.
And you didn't listen.
No, I didn't listen. Let's just sum it up that way. I was going to give you a long soliloquy, but let's just say, yeah, I didn't listen.
Oh, Rob.
I know, Bill. And then the neighbor got pissed at me because I didn't use her answers for a few questions. And then the one I did answer where she said this is right, she was wrong. So I'm damned if I do and damned if I don't.
Jason, hello. Oh, you borrowed my drag clothes again, huh, Jason? I just hope you didn't rip the nylons again like last time, Jason.
Well, Bill, not tomorrow, but next Wednesday. Steve and I are leaving for Bowling Green.
Yeah.
4 days for the NHRA Classic races. And we haven't been to the Corvette Museum probably in about 10 years, so we're going to take one day. We're going to take one day, maybe Thursday afternoon, maybe Friday morning, I don't know. And we're going to head to the Corvette Museum. We haven't been there since the sinkhole opened up and swallowed all the vets. They filled it, some of it back in, Bill, but they left some of it open with a couple of cars down there, and they put a glass floor display area so you can stand over the glass floor and look down into the sinkhole.
Yeah, I heard that. That would be interesting to go see. Hey, look, I can walk over them and look at it. Wiley Detecting, welcome.
Evening, Jason, BC Treasure Trails. Hello, Mystic.
Hi, Zaxxon.
Hello, Wiley.
I believe you're new here. I don't remember seeing you before. Or you're somebody we know that changed their
welcome,
name.
Welcome to the chat, Wiley Detecting. Good evening, Mr. Zaxxon. I want to thank Mr. Zaxxon and appreciate him being my co-host Saturday night. Bill, I'm not going to say anything more besides this because Charlie and Brad are probably, I don't know if they even have internet up that app, but they texted me yesterday with some pictures. They're doing a 1795 or 1765 church. And just let me tell you, they have found a couple of stunning rare finds.
Wow.
So, nectar of the gods, that first cup of coffee.
So, everybody, let's take bets. Is Charlie bogarting with Brad again?
Oh, trivia is definitely a blood sport. Shit, I forgot to bring back the
Yeah.
Okay, Bill, here's the final. I was impressed with myself. He did have one Tesla question tonight that I got right.
I would
Okay.
hope so.
According to Sports Illustrated, June 17th, 1994 was one of the most historic and incredible days in sports history. Okay? So he gives three events, major sporting events or major things to do with sports. Did they occur on that day? Not around that day, before, after, but they had to occur on June 17th. He gives three options, yes or no. Was June 17th, 1994, the police chase with O.J. Simpson in the Bronco? Was it also the day that Arnold Palmer played his last round in the U.S. Open? And three, was it also the opening commencement day of the 1994 World Cup? Yes or no to all three of those?
Oh God. I don't follow sports, so I couldn't really.
Yeah, you have to kind of know sports.
Yeah. Yeah.
Was it on that date, Scott?
I believe he's right on that. That one, yes. That was OJ. That was the day OJ Simpson, but the other two I don't know.
Can you repeat the question? June 17th, 1994, according to Sports Illustrated, was one of the greatest days in sports history. Did these three occurrences occur on the date of June 17th, 1994? Was it the day that the police chased O.J. Simpson in the white Bronco? Was it the day that Arnold Palmer played his last round of golf in the U.S. Open? And was it the opening commencement day of the 1994 World Cup? Yes or no to those two? Good evening, backbreaking.
Jeez. Arnold Palmer. I thought he was done before 94. I could be wrong. What are the answers, Rob? Let's hear it.
The only person to get it right was Mr. Jackson. He did it. Yes, he did it right away. Yes to all three.
Hey. Yeah.
There were 6 events that happened that day. Those three: the 5th game of the World Series, the parade for the Rangers winning the Stanley Cup in hockey, and some player that broke or tied Babe Ruth's batting record. All that occurred on one day. Jackson was the only one that got it right.
Who was?
You were. Yes to all three, sir.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I've never been wrong before. I thought I was wrong once, but it turns out I was mistaken.
But you were mistaken, right?
Yes, sir. Well, Rob,
we don't have a whole plethora of activity going on in the background.
I almost quit the show over that plethora of activity and went off of the deep end even farther. That was done to spite me, or at least the wife's portion of it was. I do, Loretta. Well, Rob, I have a declaration to make. It's fucking hot.
Welcome to Florida, buddy. Welcome to our world.
108 for us today.
Oh, holy shit! No, that's way hotter than we were here.
Hot.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, that fireball in the sky is relentless, and me and my son been running since 7 a.m. It's warm.
Relic Reaper said that was Ken Giffey Jr. Thank you, Don. Yes, it was.
Yeah, when you go out and fry
all that happened on the same day.
Yeah, when you can go out and fry an egg on a manhole cover, I don't go out.
Manhole cover? All you got to do is wash a little piece of concrete. You can fry them just fine.
Yeah.
Good evening, Miss Mary.
Yeah, it's faster on a manhole cover.
I'm sure it is.
I remember as a little kid up in Baltimore, we had an alley, behind the house where my dad parked the car, and
Hi, Mary.
they would cover up the cracks in the little potholes, not with asphalt, but they would pour the gooey liquid tar in. And there were days so hot in the summertime that the tar would start bubbling up like it was boiling. And you could go over there as a kid and push your finger and pop the tar bubbles.
Yeah, randomly my kids come home with that crap all over their shoes.
Yeah, yeah, because it melts and it's going to stick to your shoes. Yep.
Yeah.
They don't use that as much anymore.
All I remember is being in Houston when it was 106 degrees for like 37 hours straight. We were on an install, and the regular hotel we stayed out was booked, so we had to go to a Hilton. And the Hilton there in Houston was, if you were working for a company and you had company shirts, they didn't want you to park your vehicle up towards the building. You had to park it out at the end of the parking lot. So it's like 6 a.m, 106 degrees. So we're all tossing a coin in the lobby to see who has to walk out 7 blocks to go get the van. It's like, I'm not going.
My first job was at a Kmart, actually a big Kmart in the late 90s. And, obviously it's hot down here. Everybody there was too lazy to go get baskets or carts or whatever. And I was always game. So they loved me for it. They're like, we need carts picked up. And I was just gone for carts. And the people were asking me, they're like, why are you going to go out there in that sweltering heat and pick up carts? I said, I walk out the door, I go to the soda machine, I get a soda. I meander across the length of the building in the shade, collect some carts, and ride them back across like a skateboard for the next 20 minutes. I said, it's a 20-minute break.
Yep.
We go up to our local
NorCal.
And
Hi, Torchy. Hi, Ronnie.
Even NorCal, Torchy, Jared, Swifty Man.
Flying Arrow.
And there's never any carts when you go into the main entrance, in that big cart area. I'm like, the manager, like, no, there's like 200-300 carts sitting out in the parking lot, and yet there's not one here because I don't have the manpower. I can't hire anyone.
We had that problem at Walmart for a real long time, like, I don't know, since it opened.
Hi, Wayne.
And then just lately, there has been carts always available for pickup, and I discovered the reason why. They hired this guy. He's an older guy. He's got a heck of a limp to him. You can tell it hurts for him to walk. He's an older guy, and he's pretty surly. If he's pushing carts by and you honk at him because you're in his car, he yells at you or whatever. People are complaining about him on Facebook all over the place, and some people stand up for the guy. They're like, "Have you noticed there's always carts now? Like, he's doing his job. Leave him alone. He's going to be gone in 30 seconds."
Exactly. Hi, Karen.
Hello, Ren.
Hey, Bart. Hello, Bart. Hello, Ronnie.
Yeah, I figure if somebody's doing their job, it's really stupid to complain about it.
Howdy, Wayne.
I try not to harass anybody doing their job, especially the lower level of an employee they are.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Diana, I'm having trouble with this new camera, Diana. As you can see right there, there's a spot right there that's not on the camera lens, it's inside the camera. So and then the sound sucks on it.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it when everybody was telling me that Saturday night and Sunday until I played back my own recording today, and it sounded like crap. So yes, this camera's being returned, and I'm getting a new high def camera.
I don't think mine's that bad. Nobody's complaining too much. Otherwise, I'd get a better one. But this cheap piece of junk's working just fine.
Wrenches Repairs, member for 1 month. Congratulations, Bill.
Thank you, Rich.
I got your channel the other day too, Bill.
Yeah, thank you, Zaxxon. I saw that. And next week is the membership giveaway, and we'll be doing a race for a really nice 1-ounce silver. And of course, I got a crappy camera, so you can't see it, but it's William Shakespeare on one side and a woman on the other.
Out of all the YouTube channels I watch, probably the best camera I've seen is this dude called Caucasian Squatch. And he runs like a $200 microphone, and he's got really one of those really deep voices that are perfect for voiceovers. But he spent a lot of money on his setup, and he'll tell you, he says, I've bought 5 or 8 microphones that were no good. It's the same with cameras. I got a whole pile of them.
Oh yeah, I've got 4 or 5 cameras down in the bin here that they worked for a while and then quit.
BC Treasure
Thank
Trails
you,
just
Jason.
joined as a member.
Thank you.
Welcome, BC.
Well, you mean I tried to wipe that dot off my phone.
Yeah,
you.
that's what I thought it was originally too.
PA, what happened to your truck?
Dan,
Jeez,
PA.
Mary, I didn't put it like that, but I guess we know what Mary thinks when she sees this channel.
Yeah, Mary, I just don't have one of them deep voices, Mary. But at least I don't sound like Mike Tyson, okay?
Hi, Owen.
He sounds like an 11-year-old girl, but I'm never going to tell him that to his face, okay? I'm not a huge boxing guy. I don't follow boxing much anymore, but I'll watch if that comes on. If they put that on one of the like Netflix or Prime or Hulu or something, I'll watch that fight.
Yeah, I won't, but I'll wait for the highlights reel. BC just gave 5 memberships. You guys better gobble those up.
That clip I showed Saturday night or Sunday morning of the guy in the car that was driving on the Zoom meeting for the suspended license.
Yeah.
And the judge ordered him to jail. He was taking his wife to an emergency doctor's meeting, but it comes to find out that his license was suspended due to failure to make child support payments, I guess, to his ex-wife. And he had gotten that cleared up 2 years ago in 2022. And the child court system was supposed to notify the driver's license office that he became current on his payments and rescind that suspension. And the paperwork was never submitted. So this guy's been driving around for 2 years thinking his license was clean. So when all that got found out, he got released and his license did get reinstated.
That's the story they told us, but it doesn't smell right, Rob.
I read it on. I mean, I didn't go to Snopes or something to verify it, but I did go check it in. And I'm not going to get into politics here, but I did check that on mainstream news, okay?
I read it too. I read the same article earlier today. It just didn't smell right to me.
I mean, the guy looks pretty shocked when they tell him his license is suspended.
Look at what Relic Reaper posted. I can't highlight on this one, but.
Whoa.
I mean, that sounds exactly like the safe I lost a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
Yes, Don, I actually watched that on the news. It was a news clip on YouTube, and you could tell that money's been sitting in a river for years because it's just full of just slime. I mean, it's just sludge. They turned it into New York police. The New York police said because of the safe having those serial numbers and nobody having any specific serial numbers of that money, they allowed them to keep that money.
Was it right off of the bridge or right off of the bank?
They were doing it off the bank under the bridge. So it looks like somebody drove over the bridge and that I guess they stole the safe, but they couldn't get it open. So they tossed it over the bridge.
No, my buddy was helping me move and he was driving like an idiot and it fell off. It went right over that bridge and I guess the water moved it down a little bit.
You make that claim, okay?
I'll try. I'm with PA.
Yeah, I wouldn't have said anything. Yeah, I wouldn't have either.
only thing I would have done is gone to Home Depot and got an angle grinder.
That's like the couple that lived back in the
County Island, and they allowed him to keep it. That amazes me. Normally, you turn something like that in, and they tell you, "Oh yeah, you got to wait 30 days or whatever," and then you just never hear from it again. So I'm happy. I'm happy for the couple. They're going to buy their first house, but they're taking it personally, since they're not that far from DC, to the office of Bureau Engraving, and I guess they're going to have them swap out the crappy bills for good. I guess they're going to make good on the money.
Yeah. But back home in Nevada County, this couple bought a house with a lot of acreage, and they're walking down the trail and they saw something glitter over by a tree. They go over and there was 3 coffee cans full of gold coins. Well, they made the mistake of saying something. The value was $10 million in old gold coins, and the federal government took half of it.
They're going to do the same on that $100,000 safe fine.
Yep.
You can't
Wait,
just
and there's that. I don't know where it's at. I think it's in Virginia. You guys might know this. That somebody just recently did a video on it a few months ago. There was an armored car back in the 60s that was carrying like $1 million worth of pennies, and it went around a corner too fast and tipped over, and all the pennies came back and went down like the bank of the road down towards the river.
Yep.
And there were some people, and they've never recovered all the coins because all these pennies went into the ground in the river. And there was a metal detector channel out there the other day that showed the picture of the original newspaper article. The truck overturned, all the 60s police cars there. And there was a couple who went out there a couple months ago, and they're still finding 1960s pennies out there along the bank of that river.
Yeah, a couple of years ago they did a video on that where another couple went out there.
Yeah, let me see if I can find that.
I think they said something like they recovered all except to $50,000 to $75,000 or something. So there's still lots of pennies out there.
$75,000 worth of pennies is a lot of pennies.
There's a lot of pennies, yeah.
Oh man, PA's trans went out. That's 10 speed for you. That sucks, man.
Oh, yep.
Ow, I burned myself.
Yep, it's in Alabama and it's 1972 pennies. That's right. Diana.
Alabama, okay.
So 72s, they're still
yeah.
only worth a penny each. I bet you go back there in 100 years, they'll still pick up pennies.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because they're copper, so they're going to last.
Yep. Not only that, dirt, with rains and snow and stuff like that, they've sunk and sunk and sunk. So they're.
Yeah. That's rough, PA.
Yep.
Oh.
Yep.
I just let you out. You're fine. Come here. What do you mean, big dog? You don't see that this dog causing these problems.
Oh, do you want to go there?
I'm stuck at the gold camp and I'm not even upset. Lol.
No, I wouldn't be upset with that.
I'd be upset with that transmission bill, though. They didn't pull any punches on that one.
Nope.
Oh, it's on private land now.
Yeah.
Did you get out detecting this weekend, Bill? I think Bill's froze.
We're back.
The YouTube
Am I
channel
still froze?
Exploring
You guys-
Alabama went over there and thank you, big dog.
Oh, $1,600 for the trans and $1,000 for the rental truck. Ouch.
Hello, David Canham.
Hi, David.
Damn, PA. That reminds me of
Ooh, excuse me.
well, our buddy that just passed away, Bill, had all the vehicle problems, and his wife stole his truck and wrecked it. Even David.
I mean, auto repair is not cheap.
Nope. Especially when it comes to transmissions.
What? What is this about Animal Night tonight?
You're regular old Ace Ventura of animals there. Somebody ought to gift Rob a parrot. We can wait about 2 months and see what kind of things it says.
Oh, oh. My mother put me in charge of watching a bird one weekend, or 1 week she was on a cruise, and that didn't go well. And we're not going to go into it here, but
The bird died.
I don't want to upset anybody, but yeah, that didn't turn out real well.
I already figured that out.
And my sister went on. She married her second husband. They went on a honeymoon, so I had to watch her young son, her 2 teenage stepsons from her husband's kids, and then so I had to watch them for like 4 days at their house. So I had my Doberman there, her Doberman. They had a parrot, one of the big parrots. So I like birds to be free, so I just let him out for the whole week. He flew around the house. But what I didn't know was she had these really expensive drapes, and what the parrot would do is he'd fly behind them, and he would eat the backing of the drape, which you couldn't see when they were all folded up. But the first time my sister went to close the drapes and put them open like this, there were just all these. And then she had one of them doggy doors in her screen patio, so her male Doberman ran through it, but my female Doberman was just dumb on a rock. So she missed the door, just ran right through the screen, ripped up the screen from the floor to the ceiling, ripped up the screen. And then I let both the teenage boys go out on their dirt bikes to this big mountain, and I was sitting there with the other my sister's son, who was like probably on his bicycle, and I was sitting there on this side like this big dirt mountain. Some guy comes around on a dirt bike. He goes, "Hey, are those your 2 boys on the other side of the mountain?" And I go, "Well, yeah, I'm watching them." "Well, you might want to get out there. There's an ambulance and a police car out there. The one's got a really bad wreck." So I had to come around there and follow the ambulance to the hospital, emergency room. Yeah, my sister never let me watch anybody.
No.
And
no,
Rob
it's
Scott
not.
said, and I agree. Congratulations on 1 million views, Rob.
Thank you.
Great.
Thank you,
So
guys.
did you get 1 million views?
It took me 6 years. It took me 6 years to get to 500,000, and then it only took me like 9 months with shorts to go from 500 to 1 million. That's how big these shorts are worth. Pat's over 2 million, and he's doing it. Pat hasn't put a video out in 3 months. Pat is doing all his stuff now with shorts.
See, I haven't heard anybody's breakdown on the monetization of what they're actually making off of shorts that I could believe or whatever.
She's laying there crying, and now this one just started crying. I'm like, Mom leaves for half an hour, and the whole house goes to shit.
But we didn't send any nephews to the hospital.
Yeah, nobody asked me to watch their kids anymore, so.
That was mission accomplished then.
No, you don't get anything from YouTube for 1 million views, Scott. The only thing you get from YouTube is if you get, I believe, yeah, she was at about 15 minutes ago, right when I went on Bill's stream. She got a carrot too. I know they have the thing called the silver button, which is the silver plaque, and I can't remember if that's for 100,000 viewers or 1 million viewers.
Silver is for 100,000.
Okay.
Gold is for 1 million, and then there's some platinum one too. I think very few people have that. But so you get a silver play button at 100,000.
Yeah, I I mean, I got on my home page, I got a little, you know, the upper right hand where you get all the news from YouTube on your homepage feed. I got a little blurb saying thank you.
Hi, Ken. How you doing? Particle Ken's here.
Particle Ken, good evening.
Show me Mo Diggs. Welcome.
Show me Mo says, looky, I made it tonight. Well, guys, we got a good crowd here, so I'm gonna.
What the hell happened?
We've got 34 good people here, and we got 34 thumbs up. Unreal.
I don't even think I thumbs up it yet. It didn't.
So I'm going to go ahead and build us a ducky race.
Tom Riley, hello.
No, I just kind of yelled in, so no, I didn't stop it. I should have. Have you checked on him? All right, well, let me go in with you. Oh, yeah, I want to make sure he's okay, okay? Excuse me.
Johnny Small Pepper, welcome.
Yeah, YouTube doesn't care about the views.
Scott, it's not an inside joke, but a friend of ours, Shane, the blind treasure hunter, since he's blind, he uses the speech on his phone, and every time he'd say it, it would, instead of practical Ken, it would come out particle Ken. So we just
that's where that came from Shane. Particle Ken.
If you guys ever wanted to see a funny one of Shane's videos, I don't know if it's still up or not, but a member of the Gold community sent him a gift, and he sent him a Where's Waldo book.
Yeah.
So his wife hands him the book, and he opens it up, and you know he's on video. He's like, "What's this?" And she says, "It's a Where's Waldo book," and he just looked completely pissed. And the camera turns off, and then he comes back. Then he comes back on, and he's like, you know, they finally read the note that with it, and he glued or taped a tiny piece of gold on every Waldo in the book so he could find him. But the look on his face when somebody gifted him a Where's Waldo book was priceless.
Yeah.
Hey, there's Miss Deej. Good evening, Miss Deej. You guys haven't left a comment in the last few minutes. Leave a comment so I can get you in the races.
Johnny Small Pepper says he Facebook messaged you.
Me or Zaxxon?
You, I believe.
Nobody messages me.
Let's see, where'd that go? No, that's for Rob. Yep.
Well, of course they would, Dirt Devil. Why wouldn't they? They don't have to pay the smaller channels nearly as much as they pay the bigger channels.
Yeah.
I mean, face it. If they promote a video from a channel that's not even monetized, and they don't have to give them anything for people watching the video and enjoying it, that's a win-win for YouTube because they're still playing the ads.
Yep.
Mark Evans says, I'd be pissed. When they read the note and figured out there was a piece of gold on every Waldo, it was quite enjoyable for them.
Yeah.
Johnny Small Pepper answered, sir. I don't know what you want, big dog. You just want.
Oh man, I couldn't do rain.
Jackson doesn't know what rain is, Olin.
Rain's fake.
Greg Diver, how you doing?
I mean, all right. Here's a comparison for you. That blinding fireball that I keep in my rear picture here. That door faces east, so that door is in the shade under a patio, and that's how bright the sun shines through.
Yep.
And that's through a screen door. That's what the Fireball does for us out here.
He is such a good girl.
Oh, is this minor? We got 42 people in the house, Rob.
Outstanding.
Thank you all. Thank you. Thank you.
Bill, it looks like Carrie doesn't have a wrench.
Who?
Carrie Holderreed.
Okay. You'll see.
There's a bunch of people that aren't wrenched.
Yeah, we'll get a few here. Let's see. As moderator, standard, save.
Wow, we got a great crowd in here.
Whoops. That's weird. I got one showing that they're moderator, though it's not blue. That's weird. Okay, come
Good evening, Jason Miner.
Okay, let's see. Now, weird. Texas Donna is showing as a moderator, but she's not blue on the screen.
I think YouTube's having some matrix glitches.
I think so too.
I haven't ran my cleaner in a couple of days, but my thumbs up aren't working. When I
Yeah,
click
no,
on,
nobody's
Ours aren't either. Not
yeah,
right.
nobody's thumbs up. All right, we got Wiley detecting in there. This should be the first duck race for Wiley detecting here. Good evening, Greg. A.U. Diver. No, Denise is almost getting to know all the channel names just by listening in the background. Mr. Brewer's here.
Yes, he is.
Brewer's prospecting. Denise is going to run the stream while I'm in Kentucky.
is she?
No, she just said, I don't think so.
You can have.
I thought it was hilarious when everybody was telling Denise to go out and get that Jiffy chocolate peanut butter, and all of a sudden their comment showed up under my name that said, no, I don't think so. I was rolling on the floor.
You know, you could always have Charlie run your Sunday stream while you're in Kentucky. Maybe he could bring on, I don't know, Pat.
Well, I was worried about that with you and Pat, but Pat's having computer issues this week, so I might be able to. I don't know. I don't know when Pat's going to get back. He texted me right before the Sunday streams, and I don't think we saw him Saturday night either.
No, we haven't seen him in a couple of weeks. When are you going to Kentucky?
A week from tomorrow, next Wednesday morning, we're leaving for Bowling Green up to Beach Bend Raceway for the NHRA Classic. This will be like the 33rd year we've done the guide trip.
So you're not going to be around on Saturday night or Sunday morning?
We'll probably be back at the cabin on Saturday night. We'll probably be back from dinner by 9:30. We'll leave the track around. We'll pack up to the track by around 6:30, and then we all go to a big restaurant for dinner on Saturday night, and then we'll go back to the cabin and we'll have some marshmallows or some s'mores or something. So yeah, I'll have my laptop. The internet at the KOA place just sucks.
I'm
Unless
sure
they
it is.
prove that. These caverns are way in the back of the KOA from where the router is in the laundry building. So we'll see. I'm taking my laptop with me, but I just may have to. I just may have to do it from my phone. Which if I do, I'll just stop in and say hi. Good evening, Papa.
No, is Charlie's stream going to be a repeat of last week? This next Saturday, is it going to be at your channel again, or will he be back?
Yeah, no, he's going to be gone Saturday and Sunday again. I think it's like a 9 or 10 day. Yeah, I mean, no, I'm having a stream Sunday. Charlie and Zach are going to run. I know. My channel's going to get shut down.
Hey, I've been a good boy lately.
You have. You actually have.
Yeah, what's he building up to?
Oh no, I guarantee you, the slower I am for work, the calmer I am. If I'm full bore busy, and I barely come sliding in to the stream with seconds to spare, I'm usually revved up and it's a different person.
Good evening, Miss Leanne.
Hi, Leanne.
Rob, who's your first going to be on Saturday? Who's my first what going to be? I don't.
Yeah, I don't know.
Be my first guest. Well, I don't want to give the name out. I've invited a person on the stream Sunday, but that person can't make it Sunday. And then I'll be gone the following Sunday. So the following Sunday after that, which will be 3 weeks, we're gonna hopefully have a guest on we've never had on before. That person's fairly new to metal detecting, but they've started finding some good stuff. So we're gonna interview them.
Well, I can think of one name you're mentioning, but I know for a fact he wouldn't be on your stream.
Who's that?
Minix.
Oh, no, it's not him. But he's fairly new too, and he's been finding some good stuff.
Getting Minix on camera is like catching a unicorn. It's happened. It's happened once or twice, but that's about it.
Well, if you notice the guy Steve that I buddied up with at Daytona and at Daytona Beach, he went with me both my Daytona trips. You know, I got the one picture of him walking away from me with his cousin, but he doesn't ever want his face on camera like Muck is on the Hoover Boys. You see his detective, but you never see his face.
Yeah.
Certain people just don't like to be. Thor's Treasure. I've known Thor's Treasure since I was brand new under 100 subs over in Scotland, and he's been doing videos for years. And if he ever does something where he's got to talk to the screen, he'll put a mask or a face mask or something on. But he just doesn't want his face on video.
It's their choice.
Flying Arrow says the phone keeps changing Zaxxon to Zach Jackson. That's because Jackson's a lot more common and popular today.
It happens. For some reason, my autocorrect for my texting changes is to IAD. It's annoying.
Yeah, David, we were talking about that a couple minutes before you came in. Yeah, that's making the news all over. That was awesome. I mean, I wish them the best. I'm happy that the cops are letting them keep that money. I hope the Treasury Department or the engraving department, whoever's in charge of replacing money. And speaking of replacing money, I watched. How should I say this, Bill? You know what? I'm not on my channel, Bill, so I can say this because I only promised him or guaranteed him I wouldn't use his name on my channel. So Voldemort, we'll talk about Voldemort here since we're not on my channel. I watched him throw out a 5-gallon bucket with thousands of corroded zinc pennies in it. I mean, literally, it was probably $15, $20, $30 worth of zinc pennies. And yeah, you can't probably spend them in change or whatever, But my Wells Fargo bank, I can roll up a roll of 50 pennies and put damaged on them and turn them into Wells Fargo, and Wells Fargo will send them back to the mint for me and
Yep.
just reimburse you. They will do that service to me as a customer. Good evening, Pat. Were your ears ringing? We were just talking about you, buddy. Are you on
Yeah.
your phone?
See, I use a credit union, and one of the perks of that particular credit union is they have a Coinstar in there that's free for members to use, so you don't lose
Right,
the
but you can't. I tried putting a bunch of corroded and broken zincs in the Coinstar machine once, and when it jammed up and the manager came over and saw the shit that I was putting in there, she said, "Don't ever come here with this kind of crap. You did penalty. Don't ever put that one on the machines." So I was banned. I was banned from corroded zincs from Coinstar. So I just roll them now, and if they're super corroded and they have buffs on them and it makes them too thick, I just put them on my grinding wheel for a split second until it gets down to the thin copper, so I can put a 50 roll of 50 together, and then I just put damage on them. So I mean, if you take 10 rolls in there, instead of throwing them away, you got $10 of gas for your fund.
Yep.
You might be banned in that grocery store, Rob, or Monardo, but Ron Burgundy's not.
That's true. Telling you guys, wait till I lose enough weight that I can do Ron Burgundy on the beach night. Not this summer, probably, but next summer. But
Banned from Coinstar, Bernardo's first X-rated VHS film.
hey, somewhere in the storage unit of the garage, I have an original copy of Debbie Does Dallas on VHS.
Why did I know he was going to say that?
I do.
I knew he was going to say Debbie.
Your bank won't take rolled coins, show me, Mel? Wow, that's weird.
If the bank has a coin machine, they will not take rolled coins. I have a credit union, Achieva, that Denise and I belong to, and if I go in there with a box of leftover zinc pennies from penny roll hunting with $25 pennies, if that machine rejects 15 pennies, and I go up to the counter, they will not take those 15 pennies back.
Wow, that's weird because the Bank of America back in California, Northern California, was the ones that had the Coinstars in them. They would still take loose pennies or rolled coins at the counter. Huh.
Well, Pat says he logged on his computer, and then as he was saying hi to everybody, the computer went teats up again.
I was going to say that would be an accurate Pat's description. Pat description is that she went tits up on me.
Yeah.
That would be an accurate Pat. There you go, Danny boy. We don't have. And now the black screen and the spinny wheel. Pat says he's got the wheel of death. That's never good.
Time to get a new computer, Pat.
Yeah, Diana. My credit union won't let me bring rolled coins either because they have a coin machine. And the credit union that I belong to for literally exactly 50 years. My mom signed me up when I was 61, so that was 50 years ago. They just got in all these new high-tech coin machines, and I guess they want to pass that cost along to the customers. So for 30 years now, they've never charged, but they put a sign up at the new machines. They're charging 5% of every. It used to be only 5% over the 100, but now if you just bring in $20 of coins, they charge you 5%.
Well, in the grocery stores, they charge like 15.
Yeah, but that's more expensive than Coinstar. Coinstar is only 9% here in Florida. I don't know what it is in California, but if you buy an Amazon
gift card, it's zero.
If you buy, where is it? I had one of these Amazon e-gift cards too. If you get one of them Amazon e-gift cards out of the Coinstar, they charge you no fee. So if you're taking your metal detecting fines back and you got something, $15, $20 you want to buy on Amazon, and you don't want to spend any money out of your household budget, you take your coins from Coinstar there. From Park Rat. In life, sometimes you're the pinky.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just bought this camera with change I took to Coinstar, and I used that $15 I took in to buy this camera. That way, it didn't cost me any money.
Oh, yes. Yeah, Coinstar's charging me. Not the ones in the bank, the ones in the grocery stores.
Yes, your Coinstar is an actual brand of a machine. You
Yeah.
know, you got your different coin rolling machines. Show me, Mo. Like our Publix grocery stores here, they have a different brand they use. It's not Coinstar. It's got a different name. But Coinstar is actually the brand of a name like Kleenex is a brand of tissue. Everybody calls it Kleenex, but not all machines are from the Coinstar company. There's a company specifically called Coinstar, and you put your money in it. And the reason that everybody likes going to them and looking for change in them is because their discard chute is flush with the machine, so it's actually in the machine. You have to reach in, and people don't think about it. Whereas the machine at the other store, they have a tray that comes out of the machine, so it's past the wall of the machine. So if you just look down, you see the tray sitting there with coins in it, so you know to take the coins. But in Coinstar, it's flush with the front of the machine. You got to stick your hand into the little change reception and get them out. But yes, Coinstar as a company is a for-profit company, so they charge 9% of every single bit of coins you take in. So if you take in $100 of change, you're only going to get $91 in cash back.
It's 11% in California, Rob.
But ours offers like 20, 30 companies. They got Starbucks, Amazon, Home Depot, Lowe's, yeah, not Cabela's, what's the restaurant? Olive Garden, 10, 15 different restaurants. You have 30, 40 places that you can get that. You can even buy Bitcoin from the Coinstar machine. Yeah, Jay Paul, there's a guy on YouTube. There's a guy on YouTube that does nothing but takes one of those wooden back scratchers that you buy like at a tourist shop, and he does nothing. He's here in Florida, and our big grocery store here in Florida that has Coinstars is Winn-Dixie. He has like 7 Winn-Dixies in his town, and he does videos every week where not only does he check the tray in the exchange bin, but he takes that back scratcher that's like 1.5 feet, 2 feet long, and he goes into the store, gets down on his hands and knees, and he takes that back scratcher under the machine. And usually 4 out of 5 times, he gets change from out from under that machine.
Okay, like Jim says, and Diane says Coinstar only does Amazon and store credit here, same here and in California, and it's up to 11.9% now they take. So I'd go for the Amazon card every time. Heck with the other stuff.
All right, guys, hold on. SpaceX, D, are you going to go out and watch it? SpaceX is launching a rocket in 2 minutes.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they did last week, Bill, and I went out and watched it from the driveway, and it was absolutely gorgeous watching that go up over the horizon.
Come on, get in here.
Drag your camera out there.
2 minutes and 45 seconds. I will do that tonight, guys.
I don't see how this could go bad at all.
What's that?
You trying to get your camera outside?
I'm ready.
Oh. Well.
Wow, Jim says Coinstar there charges 11 or 9%. Diana says
11.9%, Rob. Not 11 or 9, 11.9.
There you go. Joe says he uses a plastic ruler. That'll work. Third double, another giant penis in space.
I mean, you got to, obviously they're making money doing it. That's why they're doing it. But you got to figure, even without cleaning, processing, or repackaging the coins, those machines cost thousands of dollars.
Oh, yeah. They've got to be, they've got to be making their money in volume, not, you know, because there's a lot of maintenance that goes at the machine. And like you say, they've got to pay the car company.
Look what Danny put. 50 cents to use the Coinstar and then 12.99% after that.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
I'll be right back.
Hi, Jeremy. That's
Holy
freaking
crap,
ridiculous.
Yeah, Mystic's in Tampa, guys, and he says clear skies. Yes, it is much clearer than last week. You know what, Bill? I'm gonna log on. I'm gonna log onto your stream from my phone.
Okay.
There you are, right there, live.
We can all watch SpaceX launch or blow up, one of the two. 13.9 says the chop shop. Jesus. They're getting frickin'.
All right, hold on. I got 2 minutes. Oh shit, I'm behind. Okay, guys, it's going up right now. Bill, give me the code. Bill, send me the code.
Yeah, I'm working on it, Rob.
All right, I got it.
Okay, people. Hopefully you get to see this and it hasn't already happened. Yeah, I know, Jeremy. You get all your money if you go with the gift card. And since I use Amazon all the time, that's what I do. He has a wedgie. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Okay.
Alrighty, guys.
Solo layout so we can see. We get to watch the liftoff, but it hasn't already happened. Oh, they're going to do another one next week, Diana?
I'm out here in the street. As soon as it comes over the trees, Bill, I'll flip the camera around. You should see like an orange trail going up, and it'll angle from left to right.
Okay.
Probably take. All right, I'm seeing some glow, so let's see if I can see this. There it is. All right. It's just starting to come through the trees, guys. All right. All right, you see the red glow?
Yeah.
That's the rocket going up right there. It's angling to the left this time. Last week it angled to the right.
All we see is the street, Rob.
All right, hold on. Okay, right next to the street light, you'll see a little light. See the little light in front of the street light?
Yeah.
That's the rocket. It's about ready to go above the street light, Bill. On here, it's completely red. You guys are seeing it as a little white dot, but it's going just above the street light right now.
Yeah, I see that.
That's the rocket right there. It's absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, it's directly above the street light right now. Yeah, it's already starting to fade in the clouds, guys. All right, well, all right.
Oh, he'll be back in a minute.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh.
The good thing about it, Jim, is it's only a partial waste of our money.
Yeah.
Tesla wastes some of his too. Although I'm sure he's making plenty of it.
We're going to do some races, Farsi, so thank you. We'll do one for yours, too. Thank you very much.
Nice, Torchy.
All right, I'm gonna grab some coffee.
Grab me a cup, Rob.
Okay.
46 people in the house. Thank you all.
So you got plans?
The heat
Go
gonna
ahead.
last a while out there?
No, it's supposed to be over pretty quick, probably like September.
No, but I mean the mid to high triple digits.
Yeah, probably like September.
Never. Well, at least
stay
don't get the humidity with it. So,
Yeah, no humidity, just fireball. It's not bad. It's not bad if you can get a breeze or get in the shade, or both.
yeah.
So it's not bad as long as you can hide from the fireball in the sky, you're all right.
Yeah. Yeah, it's once you hit like 115 or more, it doesn't matter whether it's humid or not. It's just freaking hot.
That's it. I mean, that's my schedule for the next week, 10 days, something like that. The lowest on there's 100, 101. It's
Ouch.
108 tomorrow, 108 Thursday, 106 Friday with major wind, 104 Saturday, 101 Sunday, 102 Monday.
Like here, it's worse in the morning because it's like only 75 degrees, but it's 90% humidity.
Oh,
And
Nash.
by the time it hits 80, it's down to 40%. It's like,
Yeah, I noticed the last time I was out on a job and I used my umbrella that it
thank
was
you
leaning
for
a little
stopping
bit.
in, Johnny. Thank you very much.
We tried
Nash.
to use it today, which we couldn't because it was windy. I noticed that the cheap little plastic connector they used for the base bent, so now it's just nearly worthless.
Oh, damn.
So I had to order more umbrellas today. And the funny part is I called my welder and asked him if he knew of any umbrellas. No, kind of not surprising because he's a stationary guy. So I called another mobile diesel mechanic that I talked to that runs the same roads I do. As soon as I started asking him, I'm like, "Hey, what umbrellas are you got?" He starts laughing at me. He says, "If you find a good one, let me know."
Yep.
I didn't even get through the question. He was laughing on the phone. He says, "You find a good one, let me know." So I ordered a really expensive umbrella base today and a semi-expensive umbrella too. So we'll see what combinations I can build there.
Hey, Bill,
Hey, Rob?
here's the rocket coming back down to land on the, that was the rocket coming back down to land on the barge in the ocean.
Oh,
It must have landed because the camera went out.
Torchy wants to do a race he's got a 46 Canadian nickel King George, his channel sticker, and Ronnie's channel sticker. He's throwing in for a prize. Thanks, Torchy.
Hey Rob, did you ever get rid of all those 3 detectors in a tub stickers?
I got plenty left.
You guys want some of those stickers? They won't be made again.
We're still doing 3 stickers for $10.
Yep.
100% of the proceeds goes to Feeding America. I don't know if you were on, Zach, or I mentioned on that my stream. I have gotten a hold of a representative from Feeding America, the lady that was my contact 3 years ago when I did the shaving head thing. She's moved on to another post, so she's not in donor relations. So I got a hold of somebody else who was in that department. and she sent me an email. I have responded to her, so we're communicating by email. And she said, just let me know when you finish your giveaway or your donation gathering, and let me know when you're coming down here with a check. And we'll get together a day that I'm working and my boss is working, and we will give you a tour of our brand new facility, which is like the size of 10 Costco's on steroids. 64 bays they have for semis to unload food there.
Shit, you gonna take a golf cart?
We probably need one to go around.
I got a hurt leg and I'm hobbling right now, but 10 Costco's. I wouldn't want to walk that feeling good.
Oh, Carrie says, I checked my Coinstar at the local Kroger. Kroger's where we go to up in Bowling Green to get our supplies to, do the cookout at the racetrack for 2 weeks. We take the grill and the canopy, and we set up right next to the track on the drag racing track. So 13.9.
NorCal says he loves the thunderstorms in the middle of the night in the desert. You don't understand. We desert folk who don't really know what water is thoroughly enjoy rain. It makes everything smell different, and it's not something we get to see very often. When the fireball comes back out after the rain, it starts to suck because we get that really high humidity, and we can't deal with that. If one of those days of heat had some humidity with it, I'd just turn my phone off.
Diana, yes, I am walking like an old man, and yes, it pisses me off because my hip hurts so bad. Carrie's right. I agree with Pat. I'll take the loose change to the bank deposit after they run into the coin machine.
You see,
Well, with my coin roll hunting, I belong to 5 banks because I have to spread the coins out. Certain banks will only get me certain coins, and certain banks will only. Holy shit, Zach! 108.
108, but 19% humidity.
Yeah, see, that's what's that? Let me see what our humidity is right now.
Like 150.
What is our current humidity?
Hello, Mr. Metal Detectorist.
83.37%.
No. Not going. Later, Danny.
And that's almost like liquid rain being in the air.
Your humidity and your temperature are the same thing. Are you guys going to get a fog bank rolling through pretty quick here? Isn't that where fog forms, when humidity and temperature collide?
Yeah, but I think that's at a much lower temperature. Diana, that's what amazes me about SpaceX, Diana. They launch these things, whether it's a government contract that they can't talk about, whether it's their Starlink satellites. They've launched 2 rockets in the last 7 days, and yet Boeing's canceled their launch 3 times in the last 7 days. Boeing's 5 years behind on their launch, and they're 1.5 billion overrun. And when they finally awarded those contracts to SpaceX and Boeing, which is ULA,
Thank you, Mr. Metal Detector.
they made them do it at a fixed price. So Boeing's had to eat that $1.5 billion overrun out of their own. I wouldn't own Boeing stock right now if you freaking gave it to me.
You see, but that's the difference. When Boeing launches, it will likely be successful. Just like when NASA launches, it would be, for the most part, successful. Musk runs much thinner profit margins, lines, and parts.
Hi, Maria.
But his success rate isn't as high. He just lost 2 rockets.
No, that's the Starlink rocket. That's the one they're still testing out, like the Boeing rocket. That's the Falcon Heavy. That's the one that they want to take people to the moon and Mars on. The one that he launches every week is the one that takes the astronauts to the space station. This is the one that just does the space station trips. That's the one he launches every week. And I think it only seats a crew of 3. Whereas this one that Boeing's trying to get off, they can put up to 7 astronauts in that capsule.
Rob Torchy said he sent you a picture of what he's giving away.
All right, let me open up my email, guys. Thank you, Torchy. I will double check. There is Torchy's message.
Yeah, Rob, I'll point this out to you just because it's going on in chat. Crazy about a Mercury. Miss Diana did not say you walk like an old man. Miss Mary, our resident 178
sorry.
said you walk like. So that changes the context.
Yes, it does. We should have known that was coming from Miss Mary. I apologize, Miss Diana.
Okay, right here now it's 72 degrees at 89% humidity.
72.
Oh yeah, show me Mo and Coco. I bet guys, I was in junior college. I was in community college when the space shuttle went up for the first time, and me and 2 or 3 other guys. I had a Jeep J10 pickup truck. Try finding one of those around now. And I had a small camper shell in the back. Well, when I say camper shell, it just had one of the small shells that was about the same height as yours. So I mean, you could have like 3 guys laying in the back, like on mattresses or something. But I mean, we didn't take any food. We just piled up all the alcohol we could load in the back of the truck. We went over there and camped in the truck. But we were over in Cocoa Beach for 3 days. There were so many people there for the space shuttle that the side roads coming into A1A, which is the main road going up and down the East Coast, the side roads, the roads coming in from across the state where I was from, that are like 2 lanes on each side with like a 15-foot median, there were people camped in the median for miles getting up to A1A. And then when you got to A1A, for nothing but 5 or 10 miles, it was nothing but motorhomes back up to the ocean, A1A. And we stayed over there for 3 days, and they postponed the post launch, and then they said we're going to try to do it 2 days. So we stayed as long as we could until we had to get back to class, and we ran out of food and money. And it wound up not going off for like another 2 weeks. But I did go over for the very first shuttle, but I never got to see it go off. Hi, Kitty.
That's Rocket. He earned his name.
That's just crazy, Diana. 117.
Oh, buddy.
Who had 117?
Diana did in the desert. I mean, not today, but
I've been in 118. I didn't see that anywhere. Whatever. I've been in 118. It was so hot, the boss almost felt sorry for us. Almost.
I worked in a metal shop in Rockland, California. It was like 115 out, and they wouldn't turn the swamp coolers or AC on in the shops. It was like 135 inside.
Yeah.
And I looked over, and even the guys from Mexico were dripping sweat. I don't feel too bad now.
Oh, I was working for an old HVAC guy. I still do. He's a nice guy. He drives an old, like, 70-something, 60-something, I don't know, old Chevy utility bed pickup. And it's just one of those old work trucks. He had the engine rebuilt sometime in the 80s or something, and they put as much power as they could with 80s technology without doing it crazy. It absolutely runs phenomenal for an old work truck, just an old Chevy that whines.
Yeah.
But he put aftermarket AC in it, and he had me working on it one day because he can't so much anymore. I'm like, why did you put this in? He says, because I was driving home from Fort Irwin one day, and I had my thermometer on the dash, and I had my windows down, and I'm going down the road, and my thermometer said 140. And I said, as soon as I can afford it, I'm putting AC in this truck.
Yep. I can understand that.
Oh, he says it was still a couple of years. I had young kids then.
this was Alice in Wonderland.
But yeah, I like some of the old trucks and cars. And, you not only had wind wings, you could roll the bottom of the windshield out to let air in. Only problem is when it's that hot out, you get a lot of bugs too. So it just doesn't really help.
Well, my dad had an old, I think it was a Land Cruiser that had the little foot wind wings you could kick out.
Yeah.
I always thought those were cool going down the road.
Yeah. Well, these had those too. You could put the wind wings to point at you, but the windshield would actually push out, so you could get the air under that. But
yeah, it might have been his Willys. I don't remember which one. You could kick out little wind wings with your feet, and it would bring the updraft of.
Almost all the old vehicles had that. Almost all of them.
All righty, guys. If you haven't left a comment in the last few minutes, please make sure you leave a comment so we can get you in the races. On the runs, offering a nice little prize pack.
Torchy is trying to email you, asking you if you got something or something. I don't know how they're trying to communicate with you, but they're asking if you got it.
I did. I got his email. I got his picture right here. Here is what he is offering, guys.
Okay, I mean, give you solo there, Rob.
Beautiful
Nice,
46
Torchy.
King
Thank
George Canadian, Ronnie Adventure sticker, and Torchy on the Run sticker. There you go, guys. That's going to be for the first race, all right?
Thank you, Torchy.
Very nice, Torchy.
You need to go out. You need to go out. Let me start the race, okay? All right, guys, let's get back to StreamYard here. Let's go to present, share screen, alien race, share. Okay, set, shuffle characters. This is for Torchy's prize pack. 3, 2, 1.
We got Bernard Rob and Scott McClary up there. Looks Torchy's pulling up.
I'll tell you, Zach, the difference between opening that door with the air conditioning and the heat outside is just unreal.
See, I don't have air conditioning on this house yet. All we have is a swamp cooler.
Oh,
I don't know what that is.
Pretty much. So it just blows continuously, door open.
better
Well,
than
what's
nothing.
that thing right there on your? What's that thing right there on your wall? Is that a heater?
That's a heater, yeah. I don't even use it anymore. They don't.
What year's your house?
I don't.
No, what year is your house built?
56.
Oh, that you can go metal detect that baby.
That's the very first year of drywall. No, the one on the wall here, I got another one like it down at the end of the hallway towards the bedrooms. They're so ineffective at heating the house. They make a difference, don't get me wrong, but they're so ineffective cost-wise at heating the house. It is cheaper for me to put an electric heater in each one of the kids' bedroom and our bedroom.
Yep.
And then we each get our own little microclimate. And
There you go.
every year I make this house better with some insulation, windows, doors.
Alrighty, guys, here comes Flying Arrow up at the end. I mean to cut you off. There's that boom. Flying Arrow is only no second.
Nice Flying Arrow. Yeah, this winter we didn't even barely use the bedroom heaters because it was just the house is getting good enough. So I've got like maybe a quarter of the house left to insulate, and then I could switch to AC and actually have a comfortable house. But I don't know if you guys can see it. You probably can't. My roof is open beam vaulted ceiling. So that roof right there is about 10 and a half feet high, 11 feet high.
That's a beautiful ceiling.
It is. The problem is there's no insulation. I have no attic. Those boards are 2x6 tongue and groove beaded boards. They're beaded on the inside for design. And my insulation is like 3/4 of an inch thick on top of the wood with the roofing material over it. So the R value is non-existent. So
Flying Arrow
just,
here.
All right, guys,
That's how hard it
I'm
is.
trying to get Flying Arrow to come up. Let me see if he's showing up as a participant.
Hi, Frank, Looter 8. Flying Arrow, you still here?
He was here not long ago.
He was here a few minutes ago.
Yeah, I don't see
Evening, Looter 8. Because if not, we know Show Me Mo Diggs is here. Jared, you
He's
here, buddy?
taggable. He's taggable.
See, I don't have him taggable.
Different computers show different times. I can tag people like 20 minutes after they're gone.
Yeah, that's true.
No, mine 5 or 8 minutes. If they haven't left a comment, it drops them from the stream.
Yeah,
So Bill, it's your stream, Bill. You call when you want to call the race.
We'll give him about 30 more seconds. And Flying Arrow, if you're not here in 30 seconds, we're going to give it to Show Me Mo. Okay, going once, going twice, 3 times. Show Me Mo. Congratulations.
Congrats, Show Me Mo. You put it higher in chat, Show Me Mo. But yeah, I've got 2.5 bedrooms to insulate still, and 2 more picture windows to change, and then I have the whole place insulated. I don't think anybody in chat watches me, but maybe 3 years ago, I restuccoed the house. The house used to be half stucco, half wood siding, just for like aesthetics. I ripped down all the wood siding, insulated everything there, tightened up the bones as good as I could, and had the whole outside restuccoed. I've just been lazy on finishing off the last 2 windows. Plus, I don't know if you've priced retrofit windows yesterday or anytime recently, but they don't exactly give them away.
No, I'm gonna have real shock when I go to redo my windows at my house. I mean, I did the one on the house across the street 11, 12 years ago, and they were actually pretty reasonable price, the windows and the interior doors. But from what I understand, all that stuff's gone up so much. Bill, you want to pop the race off right now? Oh, I can do that. Never mind.
Did you have Nash in that race? I'm pretty sure you did.
I will double check, and if not, I will add him right now. No, I did not. Let me add Nash, and I have one other person to add too. All right, Nash, we got you in, sir, and I need to add Papal in.
Yeah, so far I did 6 custom size retrofit windows, installed them myself. They were $440 a piece.
Ow!
California sucks.
Yeah.
Damn.
But that was at the height of COVID, or not the height of COVID. 6 months into COVID, when people were still staying at home and buying things. So it was like a 2-month delay, and the prices were through the roof.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's back when like a sheet of plywood was like what, $80?
50, 60.
Yep.
Yeah, just to re-plywood a little 16 by 20 porch out back, because I had to re-plywood that when I did the stucco. That was a lot. That sucked. Nothing
All right,
you can do.
let's get Looter 8 in. And let's get
I'm
Mr.
rolling
Metal.
doubles, Diana.
Welcome, Mr. Metal Detectorist.
I didn't know triple pane were an option, but when I started buying them, but those were only double pane.
No, yeah,
We don't really need the triples out here, though.
if you get gas-filled dual pane, you don't have to worry about it anymore.
Well, from what I hear, the triple panes are mostly for like cold climates.
Well, like I said, you got different types of dual pane. You got where it's just 2 panes of glass and there's nothing in between. You got sealed ones that have gas in them.
Well, mine are sealed.
That hot or cold doesn't bother. So, yeah.
Yeah, NorCal just ordered five vinyl frame windows, probably same as mine. 2,500 plus. The next two I got to do are picture windows. They're like 78 inches long. I know they're going to get me bad on those.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
'cause you're probably gonna have to custom order them by size.
Oh, I do, because mine are all. I'm doing retrofits to where you take out the old window, clean out the frame or whatever, and it slides in, and it's got that wide fin on the outside that it looks like a retrofit window, but my house already had. There were already retrofits in the bathroom and the kitchen window, which you can't see. So I just
Brian, yes, we added SC Sheldon, we added Luderate. Oh, I hear you, big dog.
yeah, NorCal. I know there's gas in mine. I don't know what.
Just nail it to the outside wall.
I'll get you a cookie. What? A cookie?
My mom's house is even older than mine. I think hers is 52 or 49. I forget which. I think she's 52. They had some deal. They were in Sears in the 80s. They were going through Sears, and one of those people came by and, let us give you an in-home consultation for this or whatever, some garbage that they would never buy. And we'll give you storm windows for your entire house. And basically what the storm windows were magnetic windows. They put a strip of magnet on the inside of the windows, and the storm windows would just magnetize to those. So it made them double pane windows with this magnetic strip or whatever. They listened to their cock and bull story. I think they said it was for aluminum siding or vinyl siding or something. Yeah. So these people came out to the desert and did their whole spear for vinyl siding. And they get done and they're like, so we can sign you up. They go, where are we supposed to put vinyl siding? We live in a stucco house.
Yeah, NorCal was right. They put argon in the windows.
Yeah.
Wow, the house I grew up in was an old Montgomery Ward's catalog house. We have a guy here in the town my house is, which is the town north of here. He's got a Sears and Roebuck catalog house from the 30s, but I swear to God, we've asked him twice to metal detect it. The guy keeps telling us he's all excited, he shows us the house, and then he's like, nah, I don't think so. I'm like, dude, I don't need to sit here and listen to your stories if you're not gonna let me metal detect.
No, then what you do if you ever go by there again, carry your detector up with you, and while he's dragging you around showing you the house, just hey, look what I found. I bet you got a lot more of that.
That's a great idea. That's a great idea.
You got a lot more of that. Let's see here.
That's a great idea, Zach. All righty, Bill, I'm going to put the race back up.
Okay.
I'm going to run this. I'm going to run one for a silver dime.
Either that or take them one of your old ones and tell them, here, you try.
All righty, guys, this is for a silver dime. Oh, shuffle characters. 3, 2, 1.
Hey, I'm out in front. And the guy's actually pretty fitting for me. A steel guy with a spring for hair. He fell back now. So here's a fun fact for you guys while the race runs. Did you guys know that back during the steam locomotive railroad days, when the railroads came through and they built a town in the middle of nowhere simply because they needed water and coal there, the town usually took the name of the paymaster for that railroad section. So I live in Barstow. Our town is named after William Barstow Strong. He was the paymaster for that railroad section. And the reason the town's got that name is because the people were illiterate and they didn't know any better. All they knew was that the guy who paid them was Barstow.
There you go.
So they were going to Barstow.
I follow a channel called Joe and Nick's Adventures or Road Trip Adventures. A couple that traveled small towns in the country. They sold their house and they live off their YouTube revenue now in hotels. They travel the country going to small towns, some of them like 500 or 1,000 people. And one of the things they tell you is a story about how the town got their name in the 1800s. Sometimes it was like the first settler's wife added with the name of the local river or the Indian name. All right, guys, we just had the 19-second payback.
Yep.
Ronnie, you up there? Chop Shop, Mystic. Here comes Torchy.
Nope.
In PA, it could be PA. No, who's coming? Rooter 8. Look at that.
Slithers with the
Oh,
win.
Congratulations, Frank.
congratulations, Frank. I know he's here because I just entered him.
Yeah, I know. Frank, you still here, buddy? Yep, Frank's here.
Boom. All right, I believe I have his address. If not, Frank, flthunder@me.com, sir.
Yep.
Yes, see.
Thank you, Rob.
Yes, sir, Bill.
Yeah, I watch a guy. It's probably disinteresting for you guys, but he does California, Arizona, New Mexico. The name of the channel is Sidetrack Adventures. He does really good write-ups on these little hole in the walls that are worthless. I learned a town that was 60 miles from me, Ledlow, California, actually started in like the 1860s or something. I'm like, holy crap. That would be a metal detector's dream. And it used to be a big town and everything's gone. You know, now it's just a gas station, 2 gas station. But that would be a neat place to metal detect.
I found another courthouse south of Kansas City. Actually, I think it's the Kansas side. Actually, I found 2. One's built in 1910, and the other one's built in like 1879. My next Missouri trip, and like I said, I don't know if we'll ever make out to Missouri in 2024, but if not, I intend to do a lot of traveling in 2025. Tom Kingery, I need to choose the Jim Stewart book. I never win.
No, that's my line. That isn't Jim's. That's my line. I use it over at Swifties all the time.
I don't know. To be honest with you, the only person I have never seen win, I'm sure there's others, would be Dan's Smoking Treasures. I have never seen that guy win.
He won the other night on somebody's. I can't remember, but he did win. And he stated that. He goes, this is the first one I've ever had.
Well, I know he's made contact with me somehow for something. Because maybe it's because he offered prizes, but I've got his name and email on my email. So, yeah, he's had to contact me for something.
I won a prize from him.
There you go. He has offered quite a few prizes on the channel.
What big
Yeah,
guy?
Tom Kingery's one, Jim Steele's one, I believe Leanne's one. Yeah, Terry says he hasn't won yet. Tom says, yeah, Jim, you've won because they started giving away prizes for last place.
What?
Oh, Deech says Dan won on from a membership last year.
Oh, wow.
I never seen. Oh, Scott McClory wins all the time. He's just never here to kill anyone. Oh, I'd mentioned this to somebody else. I thought I'd make a cool video, but have any of you guys ever considered finding and metal detecting the spot where Bonnie and Clyde were ambushed?
Oh no, that'd be a great shot because it was on the side of a public road.
It was on the side of a public road, and with all the shots fired, you can't tell me you couldn't find a chunk of lead out there.
Yeah, because there was a basically the technical term was there was a shitload of shots fired.
Yeah, I mean the car got hit like 180 times, something like that.
Oh man, if you could put that on video and then sell the slugs that you found, you could make some money.
Probably not, but KG and Ringy, whoever they are, already did that.
Oh, KG and Ringy did that.
Did they find anything?
You know what? I'm going to go check that right now.
I just thought that would be a cool video would be the act to locate and actually metal detect the spot where they got shot up.
That depends on the state, Deeds. Some public right of ways in other state varies from state to state.
It's in Gippsland, Louisiana. There is a roadside monument there.
A roadside monument to people who robbed hardworking folks and killed cops. Any of you guys ever watched the movie The Highwayman?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, is that the one about that?
Yeah, that's what is it? Costner?
Costner and what's his name?
Oh.
The guy, Woody Harrelson.
Woody Harrelson. That was a pretty decently made movie.
But he just goes into that gun store and he just buys all those guns Costner does. The guy says, "Which one do you want?" He goes, "Oh no, I want them all."
Yeah, that was a well-made movie. I actually stayed awake for that one.
Deep says the public right of way goes 32 feet from the center of the road. You ought to be able to definitely within 32 feet. But I mean, it's. But you're right, Zach. They have a picture of the car here.
Well, I've seen the car in person in Las Vegas or state.
When we visited the ambush site, the road had been paved and the ditch filled and graded. Well, that's not going to help you.
Well, it seems to me the road wouldn't be particularly where you're looking. You're looking in the bushes in the field or whatever the backstop would have been.
They released 130 rounds from the rifles before they switched to shotguns and sidearms. They kept firing until they were absolutely sure that Barrow, known for gunning his way out of many tight spots, breathed no more. Students at the nearby Arcadia High School. Now when did this take place? It says May 23, but I don't have a year yet. 1934. So if there was a high school nearby, you know there's some good finds in that high school.
Oh yeah.
Everywhere.
The vehicle, after being shot up, was put on display at the local Ford dealership.
Oh, it's been sold so many times.
The bodies of Bonnie and Clyde were laid out on tables at the local cafe, and the town swelled into a carnival as people came to see their bodies.
Good night, Wally. Yep, it's right around 10 o'clock, people. It's getting that time of night.
It is people were a lot tougher back then, though.
You're right, Zach. The car is currently parked at a casino.
Yeah, it's been in Vegas for a long time, state line usually. But
I like back in the West.
Go ahead, Bill.
No, go ahead.
I'd read a good one that after natural disasters back in the old days, turn of the century and a little beyond, when they were searching for bodies and things like that after like floods or earthquakes, they enlisted the help of the Boy Scouts, the local Boy Scouts, and they would, go around the debris looking for dead bodies. Hey, I have one. I did one over here. People were a little tougher back then.
The end of the old West days, the outlaws that were killed, if they didn't have family to pick them, they would let guys, sideshows, buy the bodies and display them around the country.
I didn't hear that one. That's
Can you imagine that going to this? Oh yeah, this is Billy the Kid over here. Only $1 to come in and see him.
Can you imagine what that smelled like after about a week?
Well, they were pretty well preserved, so but,
I'm sure they were.
yeah. But just to think that they would allow that, it's like, yeah, well, do whatever you want. He's dead.
Digging with D's just linked a video.
Ah.
I'll check it out in a little bit.
Yep, so am I.
Yeah, they did all kinds of different things.
There you go. You just put up.
Oh, yeah.
Night, Donna.
Donna, have a good night.
Well, we have progressed as a society. Bit too much, but we have progressed.
That's they say that could be a matter of opinion. Hi, old people. We're just getting ready to shut down. But thank you for stopping by.
Howdy, old Pelone.
It did, Mark.
Bill, it's already 11 o'clock, Bill.
I know. Ow.
Time flies when you're having fun.
On my back, buddy. Yep. My cat's letting me know it's time to leave.
Alrighty, guys.
Rob,
Bill,
thank you for being up.
You find out if we're having Zoom tomorrow, let me know.
Remember, next week I'm doing a membership race for a silver ounce. So,
and next week, guys, we're doing the giveaway. We're doing the random comment picker for my 1 million views giveaway. We're doing that right here on Bill Street next week live.
yep.
So he's doing his members only, his members giveaway for silver round or whatever he's offering next week. And then we're going to give away, if we get 100 comments, it'll be 3 silvers. If we get under 100, it'll be 2 barber quarters. You do not have to be present to win. But please make sure you go over and leave a specific comment on my Monday Digs video. I know a lot of you have already.
Good night, Jim.
A lot of regulars over there, so thank you very much. Oh, well, thank you very much, Jeremy. I will send you out a little something. Thank you also. Jeremy went to Detective Warehouse. My man John got himself a Monocord. Use my discount code that I have. Thank you very, very much, Jeremy. That is much appreciated, sir. Thank you.
Nice, Jeremy.
Thank you, Greg. I'm looking forward to trying to get to 2 million, sir. But yep, we'll be doing all these giveaways on Bill's stream here next week, guys. So if you can, see if you can make Bill's stream next week. And Zach, hope you're here, buddy, and we'll see you then.
Yep.
Later, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
All right,
Thank you,
guys.
Zach.
Take
Thank
care,
you,
bro.
Rob.